We will place our fingers around occipital bone, and under pressure approximately 30-35 seconds we'll massage the insertions of cervical muscles to the skull. And for this position, approximately 30-35 seconds we'll massage top of trapezius. Petrissage number 3. Using petrissage number 3, we will perform additional 35 to 1 minute massage on cervical region. It will be good just to stretch hand after hand on lateral sides of neck and top of trapezius muscles. Actually, what happened right now under my hands, you see what I do in effleurage action. I just from bottom up, and I not accidentally disconnect and move back on air. I start the inhibitory regime performances in hand after hand, a little bit stronger right now. You see, much more intensive. Actually, it's take a little time to reflexes to kick in, but by gradually increasing pressure, we're actually preparing our tissue to the deep massage by awakening the responses, the reflexes, in form of muscular dilation, and effleurage. Now we'll connect both hands together, and with back of the fingers. With back of the fingers we'll massage under pressure, little by little. Now, at the time of performances of this manner of inhibition, we actually preparing the body to react much more positive. Actually, only this massage in this manner, petrissage number 1, massage in this manner already reduce the blood pressure by causing vasodilation and depression, petrissage number 2, and depression of activities of sympathetic nervous system, which controlling constriction or dilations of vessels, petrissage number 2. Now we can cross fiber adjust on both sides. You see, spinal processes is not good to massage. In this case, we do not massaging because of fold of soft tissue. You see, it's covered. If you will pay attention, you see this fold allowed us to cross over spinal processes with no irritating them. Very important part of medical massage preparation is a reduction of tension in paravertebral muscles, in erectors, rotators. In this case, the only possibility for us to affect, to mobilize positive these muscles, we have to push them away from spinal column. But as you can see, if I will try to push, just skin will not allow me to push. It means I need extra skin fold, and now I can push. I not only slide on skin, but if I have this, extra skin fold, what I do have. Now you see I can push away paravertebral muscles away from spinal columns. The reduction of tension in paravertebral muscles is very important. By the way, the same introductory we're doing the introductory part when we prepare our clients to work on rotator cuff syndrome, who's suffering carpal tunnel, thoracic outlet syndrome. Everything would have relations, and of course all part of upper extremity getting innervation from spinal nerves and the conversion of these nerves, what we call brachial plexus, and therefore all this procedure that I demonstrate now, it's we utilized not only in cases of vertebral artery syndrome that you will see anterior scalene muscles involved and other muscles of cervical region. As I said, we have to fold a little bit and push, and this is what we will do. We will connect both hands together and here a little fold and away. How strong and how fast to push away, it's actually depend on threshold. I do recommend to do this slowly with controlling. In no case we shouldn't press, to make sure that now the phalange is located not on this side, not on the top of spinal processes, but in this kind of channel between spinal processes and paravertebral muscles, and therefore make sure you're there, and only after this push. This procedure very important. Some of but not to forget kind of extra skin fold to do. Otherwise you just will mobilize skin and a little bit fascia with very little effect on hypertonic. You see, with this I just grab fold of skin and I perform. Yeah. Now on cervical spine we can do exactly in the same manner, just to take and to push away with thumbs, and some practitioners do